Welcome to a journey back to your heart. My name is Alex, and as the title or the name of the ceremony already says, this is going to be a ceremony to deeply connect to your heart and open your heart. And when we open our hearts, we'll, naturally going to also tap into what breaks our heart or what has been breaking our heart so far. So, before we start, just take a moment to close your eyes, sitting in a comfortable position, inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhale through the mouth. Relax your shoulders, your face. Bringing one hand to the heart, one to the belly. How are you feeling in this very moment in your physical body? How are you feeling mentally? What are your thoughts today? How is your heart? How are you feeling emotionally? Do you feel connected to yourself? All over the place. Take a full breath through the nose in. And exhale through the mouth with a sigh. One more time. As you inhale, imagine all the pieces of yourself coming into this moment. And as you exhale, you release what you cancel now. You release responsibilities of other people. And also their power of choice you might took away from them by feeling responsible for their challenges on life path. And full breath in. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Bring both hands to the heart. We'll be opening the space with 3 arms, AUM, from the base of our spine through the crown of our head to clear the energy and really open up to receive and release. And be open to whatever comes and goes in this ceremony and beyond it. So take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale for our own. Last one slightly higher. Maybe trust our hearts again as we open up to the path back to our hearts, back to our intuition and inner wisdom. Allowing your heart to break open and allowing yourself to see beauty and to appreciate life, feeling alive and joyful, and also feeling the pain. As you know, if we deny pain, we also deny joy. I invite you now to just tune into your heart and set an intention from the heart. What is it that you desire to invite in? Let it be really pure, true, and nothing is too much or too unrealistic. It might even be a dream, and it might even be something you want to process. Maybe it is a heartbreak. It is maybe also the possibility of a heartbreak, of saying goodbye and saying hello to the endings and to the new beginnings, celebrating life, the ups and the downs. Repeat your intention 3 times. Deep inhale into your heart. Hold the breath at the top. And exhale when you're ready. Bring the hands to the forehead, your third eye. May our minds be clear and our hearts open and pure. There is no energy to fight there, the mind and the heart. We need both. So also checking in on the relationship to our minds here, to our thinking, to our thoughts, ideas, concept of life, inspiration, creative flow. And in a big circle, open hand to the heart, up to the sky. And exhale, lower the arms down. Take a moment here before opening your eyes. Noticing how you're feeling now. And you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for being here and participating and, adventuring on this journey back to the heart. Our cards of tonight is Whirling Goddess. So that's movement, flow, creativity. Okay. So there are 2 playlists. You can start playing the Cacao playlist now if you want. You can also join this part in silence. Actually I could do the whole ceremony in silence, and if this is what you need and what serves you. So tuning into the heart can be really painful. For me, it was a magical experience to drink cacao and to open my heart during yin yoga, in specific heart opening classes, but also any other class that I could slow down and be in silence and really hear what my heart has to tell me, listen to what is really not comfortable, what really feels painful. But it did fuck up my life how it was. but it was for good, you know. But first, it's like really painful, and we have to be kind of courageous and do things we don't know the outcome of, you know, and just like really trust that inner voice. And it's like a dance between surrendering to what you can't change and what you have to let go, no matter how much you want to hold on to, and also to embracing something new and be creative and take action and really channel that fire through the heart and do what you need to do. So that's the dance. And if you have cacao or your tea, we'll be doing now the cacao blessing, the meditation, and then we'll dive into our journey to really tune into the heart, the front, the back, and the sides. And just be curious what's going to come up. Sometimes we have ideas how this should be, and then you know life happens. So maybe have some water. If you have something to smudge, it's good to smudge in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Especially if opening up a lot, you know, smudging the space before. So you know, it's just clean energy in yourself, your cacao, your altar. Okay. So you can take your cup of cacao, whatever you're drinking, and bring it to your heart. Closing your eyes here and just smelling the cacao. It's medicine you hold in your hands. A plant. A plant not just known as a superfood, but the medicine of the heart, the food of the gods. A tool to support you in opening up to yourself, capital S. Take a deep inhale into your heart. Hold the breath at the top, tuck the chin in. And slowly exhale through the nose. We're calling in the spirit of cacao to support us on this journey back to our hearts. Giving thanks to the earth, to the waters, in our rivers, our lakes and seas, our springs, our bodies. Giving thanks to the sun, the moon, the stars, to all the plants, to the trees, to the elements of the earth. Giving thanks to the gods, the goddesses. And calling into this place all the magic beings, all the archangels, guardian angels, all the goddesses and gods to support us on our journey back to our heart. Calling in all the directions and spirits of light as we sit here and give thanks to all the people that have been involved in bringing this cup of cacao to us, the spices, maybe remember that everything we take in, no matter in what form, is influencing us and can be medicine or poison. Checking in with our intentions, our thoughts, our ideas, our desires, and passion for life and purpose. May this cacao supports us and holds us as we journey back to the hearts. May it helps us embrace the pain and look through it through the lens of love and appreciation. Thank you. Thank you, cacao. Making your own gratitude prayer here, calling in whoever would benefit from this place or would uplift it. There is no wrong or right. Tune into what your heart desires. When you're ready, you can start drinking your cacao. Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. If you need to cry, please allow yourself to cry. It's a safe space. And you can hold it. And you're not alone in this. Allow yourself break open. Remember to breathe. To inhale and exhale. If you need specific guidance, ask the cacao to guide you. And then allow yourself to listen and to sit with the truth of the answers appearing. Whenever you feel ready, you can just bring your hands to touch the floor in front of you. And deep breaths here. Breathing through your tailbone into your belly, filling the belly up all the way to the heart. Exhaling through your hands, through your arms, back into the earth. Inhaling from the earth through the tailbone, belly, chest. Exhaling through the arms into the earth. Take a few more rounds in your own pace with your breath. And start with the hands to the heart. Roll your head to the hands, to your heart. Remember your intention here and repeat it 3 times internally. A deep inhale into your heart. Hold the breath at the top. Top the chin and tune into your heart space. Exhale through the nose. Release your hands. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Gaze at the candle flame in front of you. And if you want, just gently smudge the space. We'll be slowly moving into our journey. And for that, you might want to put a blanket on your mat. You need 2 blocks or a bolster. If you don't have a bolster or blocks, you can take books or you can roll up a mat, yoga mat, and then wrap it in a blanket and have a bolster. Just take a moment here to really create a cozy space for you to practice and slowly really tuning into the body. And we'll be starting on hands and knees. You can place something under your knees to pat them if you want. Release your toes here and bring your toes, your big toes together. And then sit back onto your heels for child's pose. Extend your arms and place your forehead on the floor or on a prop, your forehead. If you're lying on one ear, please remember to switch sides. Deep belly breaths here. You can always take your hips wider or closer. As you arrive into the shape, you really give yourself time to adjust so you can rest and tune in. Releasing your shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows, hands, your hips, thighs, and toes. Your full face and jaw. The sign of surrendering, you can flip your hands open to the sky and give your desires to something greater, that you're not alone in this to solve it all by yourself. Softening. With every exhale, your body melts deeper into the mat. You're letting go, surrendering, giving up resistance, inviting in softness. Turning into the front and the back of your heart space and what you're feeling there. And if memories come up, allow them to come up and allow yourself to feel whatever you need to feel without having to engage too much into the past story. In your final 5 breaths here. And very careful, just feel your palms touching the floor. As you very carefully walk the hands back and come into a seated position, guiding your knees to center. And just keeping the eyes closed for a moment, sitting here in stillness, noticing how and what you're feeling. Exhale through the mouth, letting go. Melting heart shape. You're coming back into hands and knees. And our hips and knees are hip distance apart here. And we bring our arms and hands slightly more further. And then we let our upper body melt down towards the floor. Hips stay up, melting our heart forward here. Deep breaths here into the belly, through the spine. Every exhale, your upper body sinks deeper towards the floor. Softening here. Five more deep breaths here. Carefully release into child's pose or a seat, bringing the hands next to your thighs. And just resting here. The heart speaks and the mind listens. And slowly, when you're ready, you can come up to sit and just stay here for a moment. And from here, we'll be going into a pose called Banana Asana, the crescent moon. Wherever you have to lie flat on our mat, and there shouldn't be anything too high on the mat, especially behind the hat, hips area. So, extending the legs on the mat. Bringing your hands to your hips. Walking the shoulder blades away from each other, tucking the chin slightly in. Taking a few deep breaths through the whole body here. And imagining how with every exhale, your lower back sinks deeper into the floor. And from here, bring your heels to touch in center. We'll be walking our heels to the left side, but only as far as our hips stay grounded. And then, if you want, you can bring your right ankle on the left ankle on the opposite ankle. And then we'll walk our upper body to the left side as far as our hips and shoulder blades stay grounded. Taking the arms behind the head, maybe grabbing the opposite wrist, breathing up. Deep inhale and exhale, side to yawn, cry. Whatever you feel it. Maybe you need to laugh. Opening the right side and the right door of our heart. You can turn your head also to the left or keep it neutral in the center. Scanning the body here from the toes all the way up to the fingertips. And with every exhale, you allow yourself to soften and release tension. And the stress in your body to be released. The pain caused, being digested. And the trust built to your heart. Taking 5 more deep breaths here. And then slowly first center your head. And then let your upper body follow. And release your legs. Taking a few deep breaths to your full body here. Bring the heels together. And then walk your upper body to your right side. Taking the same variation with your arms and your head as before. And then walk your feet towards the right side. And as far as your sitting bones stay grounded. And this side might feel completely different. Taking a few deep breaths to just arrive. With every exhale, you soften here. Every exhale, you soften into the mat. Scanning the body from your fingers to the toes, and noticing if you're holding on to tension that is not needed. Taking 5 more deep breaths. To your head here. And then walk your upper body back. Release the arms onto the hips or next to the body. Let your feet follow. Breathing through the full body here. And if you want, you can hug your knees into your chest for a moment. Maybe even gently rocking from side to side. Mm. I'm going to roll over to one side. Just noticing for a moment your thoughts, your physical body, and where you feel the most sensations right now. And notice how your heart is, how your emotions are present. From here, turn around and come onto your belly for Sphinx. Bringing our lower arms down and the hands too. Our elbows are about hip, not hip, shoulder distance apart. The feet can be together or taken wider if you feel pressure in your lower back. From here, just gently roll forward, hang your shoulders, release the neck, and then inhale, open the heart. It's okay to slightly hang here in your shoulders. This is yin. There is no much yang involved. If you want, you can place a prop under your forehead and rest your forehead on it. Allowing your shoulders to be down and the chest open as you're breathing here through the heart, in and out. Your pubic bone is gently pressing towards the earth. Exhale through the mouth whenever needed. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. If you want, you can hold your breath at the top of the heart. Removing your forehead from the block and taking here 5 final breaths. Really opening the chest, lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, release your shoulders and shoulder blades down from the ear. Neck is soft. Release your jaw. When you're ready, slowly release down and bring your forehead on your hands like a pillow. Gently wiggling the hips from side to side to release your lower back. Taking a few more deep breaths here through the full body, in and out. And allowing the full body to rest. And carefully come back onto your lower arms. I'll be moving into a shape called straight jacket. Please keep in mind that you always can do the same variation with your legs as you've done before. From here, we'll be bringing our left hand to our right elbow and our right hand to our left elbow. And then bring the palms of your hand to touch the floor and slowly walk your hands away from each other. And then here you are. You can either stay here and let your head hang, or if you want, take a low pillow or block in front of you and place it as a support for your forehead. I'll just guide you one more time. You can get ready. Bring your left hand to your right elbow and your right hand to your left elbow. Place the hands to touch the floor and then walk the hands or slide them away from each other. The right arm is forward. And then exhale, let your forehead rest. Breathe in here into your shoulders and your chest. Just tuning in to where you feel the most resistance and sensations. And it's completely normal for this shape to not feel super comfortable. So just breathe and soften in your body, especially the rest of the body. Every exhale, you allow your body to soften, you surrender in this shape, and you give up some resistance and control. Resting in the discomfort for 5 more breaths. And then very carefully release and come back into Sphinx. Breathing through the full spine for 2 full breaths. Noticing how you're feeling here. Exhale through the mouth, release. And bring your right hand to your left elbow and your left hand to your right elbow. Bring the hands to touch the floor as you walk them away from each other. This time the left arm is forward. Giving yourself time to arrive and just notice the difference between the both sides. The moment we surrender and give up fighting and resisting, and we can relax into what is. It just feels softer and it feels easier and even nicer. Releasing the jaws and your full body with every exhale. 5 more deep breaths. And slowly release. Come back into Sphinx. I'm breathing through the center. Take a full breath into your heart. Hold the breath for a moment. Exhale through the mouth, release. And then we're moving into a shape called salamander. And it's just going to open even deeper the wings, our shoulder blades. And for that, we'll just show it first and then we'll do it together. because it might be a bit unusual. So you come back down, lying down, and then you take your arms in a T or a cross. And from here, you lie onto your left ear first and walk your right arm under your right shoulder. And then from here, you push yourself over your left arm. And then you have your right leg and you can place it under your, some more space. You can place it behind your left knee or on top of the left leg. I just have to see if you have balance. If you have a bolster or some pillows, you can also take the pillow between your thighs. So this can also be very, very nice. Or a bolster or a blanket. And then this arm can stay here. Or if you feel very open and stable, you can take the right arm in a bind under your left side. And then take a few deep breaths and soften here. So we'll do it one more time together. So come to lie on your belly in a cross. Coming onto your left ear. Walk your right hand under your right shoulder and push yourself over your left arm. Taking your right foot either behind your right knee or in on it or in a bent knee variation. If you want, you can take a bind or stay where you are. Really breathe in here into your chest, opening it up. As you exhale, your shoulder blades move together. Giving up any resistance here. And tuning into where you feel the most sensations in your physical body. And if you can't rest in one shape, just find a variation that feels good in your body. And then stay there and breathe. Loosen the jaw and the neck. Five more deep breaths. And then very carefully release. And lie flat on your belly, using your arms as a pillow for your forehead. Bring your legs together, coming to a cross. Lying down your right ear, and bring your left hand onto your shoulder blade. And then lifting yourself over and placing your left leg wherever it feels comfortable. Breathing deeply here, releasing the neck. Softening. Allowing the body to open in its time. And as your body opens, nourish it with your inhale and your exhale. Take 5 more deep breaths. Exhale the last one through the mouth. Very carefully release and come to bring your hands under your forehead, resting here for a few breaths to the full body, maybe gently wiggling the hips. And slowly come back in Sphinx, just for a few breaths here. And just notice how this shape feels now. How much space we've created already. Taking one deep inhale into your heart, holding at the top. And slowly exhale. Lowering down. And then turning around onto your back. And just resting here for a moment, bringing the knees together. And maybe placing the hands on your hips. Shoulders are wide apart from each other. Hugging your knees into your chest. And maybe gently rocking from side to side. And then roll over to one side, that feels good. Resting on your lower arm or on a block with your head. Breathing through the front and the back of your heart here. Remembering your intention. What is it that your heart desires? What needs to be broken and released so you can move forward on the path of your heart? What are the fears that hold you back? When you're ready, slowly come into seated position. Feel a shape called reverse prayer. And we do the prayer in the front. And reverse prayer is to do the prayer in the back. So anatomically, this might be possible for some people, for some not. It might never be possible. Just saying. And I'll just turn around to show you. So there are two variations, and you can try both. One is to just grab your opposite elbows or upper arms. If that doesn't work, just grab whatever you can grab, and just inhale and open the chest here. It's about opening the chest. And if you can try to bring your hands in a prayer. So this is my reverse prayer. And slightly tuck the chin in, means gently bring the chin to your chest. Just so you release tension in your neck. And we'll take a full breath in and a full breath out, and then we'll inhale, hold the breath at the top, and slowly exhale through the nose. And repeat this for 3 times in your own pace. And first one we do together. So take a full breath in and out. Inhale, hold your breath as long as it feels good. Repeat 3 times, 2 more times. Bring awareness to your heart here, to the center of your chest. Noticing a candle light or a flame. As you inhale, that light expands to your chest. As you exhale, it sinks deeper towards the center of your heart. Inhale, expanding through your whole chest. Exhale, the light goes back to the center of your spine. Inhale, it expands through your chest. Exhale, comes back to the center, deeper. Repeating this for a few more times with your breath in your pace. And release. And carefully let go of your arms here. Just place them in front somewhere and stay here for a moment, noticing what happens in your chest. And slowly open your eyes. It's intense, so really allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. And it's a good moment now to just smudge a little bit before we move in our final shapes. It takes courage to open the heart, to stay open. To know what armors are needed because they're care, and to know which one are also holding us back from receiving and being open to the gifts. I'll be moving into a shape called Heart on the Block. For that you need at least one block or bolster. And then if you only have one block, you will need maybe a pillow or a book for your head. And if you have two blocks, you can use both blocks. So on the lowest setting, place your blocks in front of your mat the long way. So horizontally. And then come to sit in front of them, placing both feet on the earth, maybe rubbing your feet here for a moment. Your legs. Taking the fingers out. And then we'll be walking our hands back. And the first block is between our shoulder blades above our rib cage. So it's where the bony part is. So you come to lie on it. And then the second block or pillow you place under your forehead, under your head, of course. And from here, take one deep inhale and exhale. And there are two options. One is to extend your legs onto the mat and expand your arms wide next to the body like wings, however it feels good. Or you can come into butterfly by bringing your legs together and then letting your knees fall out and the inner parts of your feet touch. Taking a few breaths. Alright. Deeply opening here. Getting into sadness, grief, pain. What is it that you're still carrying in your heart that feels heavy and holds you back from opening up to life, to yourself, and to beauty? Allow yourself to feel it all. Allow yourself to cry if you need to cry. Who do you love? Who do you feel grateful for? What do you enjoy about your life and yourself? Tuning into the beauty and the bliss, and how that can break you open. My tears of gratitude can flow for the gifts we're receiving. I'll let go of all ideas now. Simply tuning into your heart and asking it what it needs, what it messages to you. Three more breaths. Hold your next breath at the top. Repeat two more times if it feels good. Then bring your hands to your hips. If your legs are extended, move your toes and walk your feet back to the sitting bones. If you're in butterfly, use your hands as a support to guide your knees back together. Just stay here for a full breath in and out. And then slowly, there are two options here. One is to just roll over to one side and remove the props, lie flat on your back. The other is to very carefully guide yourself up, remove the props, and then lie flat on your back. Whatever you choose, keep your heart space open and move just as much as you really need. Lying flat on your back here, closing the eyes. You'll be radically honest with yourself. What heart truth would you allow yourself to see, to recognize, acknowledge, and live? We're now moving into a twist to digest the ceremony, to digest this journey, and to bring our energy back to our center. So please take one of your props, no matter which, to your left hip, and bend your knees. Try to lift your hips here a little bit and shift them to the right side. Bring your right leg up on top of the left, let it hang. Exhale your knees to the left side. Walk the shoulder blades away from each other. Let the arms spread wide. Head stays centered or towards the right side. 3 deep breaths to arrive. With every exhale, you sink deeper into this shape. Calling back your power, your courage, your inner fire. Remembering that you have the capacity to deal with life and to go for your heart's wisdom. Not just trusting your inner flow, but taking action. Softening your lower back, your neck, your shoulders, your jaw and face. Five more breaths. Onto your head and bring your arms to touch your physical body. As you guide your knees back to center, feeling both feet on the floor. Switch your prop to the right side. Lift your hips and shift them to the left. Inhale your left leg up, exhale it onto your right leg. Bringing the knees to the right side. Taking the same variation with your arms and your hands as before. Deep belly breaths to arrive. Allowing yourself to expand with every inhale. With every exhale to surrender. To trust your heart's journey. Taking your final breaths here. And bring your head back to center. Your hands touch your physical body as you guide your knees back. Hugging them into your chest here. And you're rocking from side to side. And then for a moment, find stillness. Really feel your spine grounding into the floor. Lifting your feet towards the sky and bring your hands between your knees, grabbing the outer edge of your feet, happy baby pose, opening the knees up to the sides, tucking the chin in, really feeling your full spine here. Bring the feet back together, bend your knees into the chest. Rolling over to one side, Resting here. And slowly come into a seated position. Our final shape before Shavasana, a butterfly. And for that, first put on any clothes you need to feel warm and cozy so that you can go peacefully to Shavasana after this last very grounding shape. So if you want, you can also smudge a little bit. And have a blanket close to you and also something for covering your eyes. We'll be coming into a forward folded butterfly. For that, sit on a low pillow or a folded blanket and really move the flesh under your sitting bones away, letting your knees fall to the side, inner parts of your feet touch. You can see what feels better in your body, to have the feet further away or closer. When they're closer, there is more happening physically in your hips. When they're further away, there's more happening in your inner groins and lower legs. So, if you want, you can place some blocks or pillows under your knees and just see how this feels. Even if you're very open, this can be very, very nice. For here, inhale, open your chest, slowly lower as you exhale. Hands can touch your feet or be on the floor or palms facing up. You can go as far as your neck and spine are in one line. If it feels safe in your body, you can exhale and fall forward, roll your spine, let your head hang. Maybe you have a bolster in front of you, or place your forehead on a pillow or block. And we open the back side of our heart here. Inhaling deeply and letting your axis become longer and deeper, taking you deeper inside. There's no need for any pulling here. Just let gravity take over. Imagining your hand is a heavy melon. With every exhale, the upper body sinks deeper forward. Releasing your jaw and neck here. Maybe even sticking the tongue out for a moment. I honor those who try to rid themselves of lying, who empty the self and have one clear being there. Clear being. I honor those who try to rid themselves of lying, who empty the smell and have only clear being here. Taking your final breaths here, really creating space in your vertebra. If you want, imagine for the last moments a waterfall above you, clearing your physical body, energetic body, emotions, and all the thoughts, the dark, heavy thoughts. Now flow into the river and it can be transformed into clarity, connection, and love. Very, very carefully, vertebra after vertebra, come up in a seated position. Bringing the hands to the knees and guiding them into your chest, taking the arms around you, letting your head rest on your knees. And then make your way in our final resting shape, Shavasana. If you want, you can place a bolster under your knees or have a low blanket under your lower back. This can just give some support as you lie flat on your back here. Arms are next to the body, palms facing up. You can release your feet. You really walk the shoulders away. Tuck your chin slightly in. And we'll take 3 deep breaths here. With every inhale, you hold your breath, and with every exhale, you release slowly through the nose. And notice how your body sinks deeper into the mat. Please move into your own pace. Inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale through the nose. Repeat 2 more times. And then let go of your breath. Allow your full body to soften in its own pace. Knowing you've created a safe space for yourself here to integrate this journey. And everything that needs to continue to be transformed and shifted. That will continue to shift. Whatever needs to be released will be released now. Allowing yourself here to just rest, to nourish, recharge, and be. Relaxing into your own being. I will leave you now in silence and talk again to you when it's time. Start deepening your breath. And move your head from side to side. Your fingers, your toes. And then bring your arms over the head for a nice stretch. Extend through your legs. Wow. And hug your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug here. A loving hug. And then roll over to one side. Resting, breathing through your heart in and out. As you remember and repeat your intentions 3 times and internally. And then come into seated position. Bring your hands on your knees or in your lap. Or touching the floor in front of you. Inhaling, really lengthening the spine, opening the chest. Exhaling, sitting back. Releasing the shoulders and the jaw. Noticing your breath flowing in and out, your nose into your chest. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer. And let your fingers be soft. Tuning into what you're grateful for. What you want to open your heart towards more. And what brings you joy in life? What is it what you want to do more? Explore, experience. Have the courage to do. Your whole breath into your heart and out. I'll close the space with one deep inhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Thank you for opening your heart and for tuning into your heart desires, and have the courage to break open and to feel life, all of life. Just to finish the space, and you might just want to journal after this, or meditate, or have a bath or go to sleep, or even go for a walk. Just take care of yourself. Know that you're very sensitive now. And yeah, bring the hands for a moment to the floor and close your eyes. Bring them on your heart. Just love to read you something from the Radiant Sutras. Abandon all those attitudes of wanting to prolong pleasure and avoid suffering. Let the heart be itself and feel whatever is there. Freed from the clinging and declining, the heart regains its poise and revels in creation. Plunging deep into its center, discover that the heart is moved by a pulse that is everywhere. Take a deep inhale into your heart. Hold the breath at the top. And exhale. Thank you. Take care and rest and be open to receive the messages and have the courage to take action on, fulfilling your heart desires, your dharma, your purpose, and why you're here. And it sounds cheesy, but it's not. And it's deeply fulfilling, even then when it's hard. So